day, Miss Everdeen needs a dietary supplement of 4 milligrams of vitamin A, 11 milligrams of vitamin B, and 100 milligrams of vitamin C. Either of the two brands of vitamin pills can be used. Brand X, which costs 60 cents per pill, or brand Y, which costs 80 cents per pill. How many pills of each brand should she take each day in order to satisfy her minimum daily needs most economically? Here is the table that is included in our problem.
There are 7 steps you need to do to solve the problem. First off, you need to define your variables. Second, you need to write your constraints. Third, you graph your constraints. Fourth, you find your corner points. Fifth, you write your objective function. Sixth, you substitute in your corner points. And number 7, you solve.
So first you have to define your variables. In our problem, X is one pill of brand X and Y is one pill of brand Y.
So to write our constraints, we know that they have to be true throughout the entire problem. So we can look at our table and we see that Mrs. Everdeen needs at least 4 milligrams of vitamin A every day. And brand X provides 2 milligrams and brand Y provides 1 milligram. Therefore, 2x plus 1y has to be at least greater than or equal to 4. So then we see that Miss Everdeen needs at least 11 grams of vitamin B every day, and brand X provides 3 milligrams and brand Y provides 4 milligrams. So 3x plus 4y has to be greater than or equal to 11. Finally, Miss Everdeen needs at least 100 milligrams of vitamin C every day, and brand X provides 25 milligrams and brand Y provides 50 milligrams. So 25x plus 50y is greater than or equal to 100. Finally, x is greater than or equal to 0, and y is greater than or equal to 0 because Miss Everdeen can't take less than 0 pills. Step 3A is to graph your constraints. But in this one, we're going to put each of our equations into slope form. So our first equation is 2x plus 1y should be greater than or equal to 4. When we put that into slope form, it's y should be greater than 4 minus 2x. Our next equation is 3x plus 4y should be greater than or equal to 11. When we put that into slope form, it's a little harder, so we can do it out. You first want to get 4y on its own side, and then you want to get y singular. So this equation comes out to y should be greater than or equal to 11 over 4 minus 3/4 x. Our next equation is 25x plus 50y should be greater than or equal to 100. We do the same as before to get it down to 50y should be greater than or equal to 100. 100 minus 25x, divide each side by 50, and you get it. 2y should be greater than or equal to 2 minus 1/2 x. Our next equations are pretty easy. X should be greater than or equal to 0, it stays the same. And y should be greater than or equal to 0, stays the same as well.
So now we are going to graph our constraints. Just as a reminder, it's easier if you keep your x and y values the same because it helps with graphing the lines and using the slope. To start, we are going to take our first two constraints, x is greater than or equal to 0 and y is greater than or equal to 0, and we are going to graph them. Once you have your two lines graphed, you need to know which way to shade, so you should plug a point into the equation. If the equation is correct, shade towards the point you used. If it is incorrect, shade away from the point you used. Here we will use the point 1, 1. Now, start graphing your other constraints. To make it easier, put all your original equations into slope-intercept form and then graph. After this, you will begin finding your corner points.
So in this situation, the objective function is just an equation to show how much Miss Everdeen's vitamins are going to cost in total. Brand X costs 60 cents per pill and brand Y costs 80 cents per pill. So the total cost is going to be 0.6x plus 0.8y. This is the objective function.
Here is our enlarged graph so that you can see the corner points better. The corner points are the points that we are going to plug into our objective function to find this cheapest way for Miss Everdeen to get her daily need.
Our next step is to use the objective function to find the most cost-efficient way of taking her pills. So we're going to use the form of our objective function before f of x and y equals 0.6x plus 0.8y.
So first what we do is we're going to record down all of our corner points, and then we're going to put it into the FF form using our corner points as the x and y. Then we insert x and y into the equation, and it brings you out with an answer, and that is how much it costs each day. So you do the math out, and in this problem you'll find that the cheapest is the point 1 and 2. Therefore, Miss Everdeen should take 1 pill of brand X and 2 pills of brand Y.
An alternate scenario would be if brand X costs 30 cents per pill and brand Y costs 90 cents per pill. This would give us the new objective function of 0.3x plus 0.9y. By using the same method in the original problem of substituting the corner points into the objective function, we would get the answer of 4, 0 to this scenario.